Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another live here with Design Bundles. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to sublimate from the beginning. So I'm going to show you guys some sublimation tips and tricks. Even we're going to use Canva to show you guys how to create your mockups, because I'm going to teach you guys some tricks. I'm sure when you first start, basically like your own entrepreneur business, if you will, you're going to start trying to make a bunch of shirts and t-shirts and then take pictures of them. You don't need to do that. I'm going to show you guys how to use mockups today. So as you guys are joining in, let me know where you guys are crafting from. How was your Christmas? I know I think we're a day after Christmas here. And just to let you guys know, if you guys caught last Monday's live, this is another pre-recorded live. But like I said, I've taken some holiday with family and I did not want to mess up what we have here with our every single Monday live at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I wanted to make sure that we've had these pre-recorded. I wanted you guys to come in and still hang out with me, and possibly, and more than likely, especially for this live, I will be in the comment section below. So I'll be joining Dawn today. So this is what's really exciting. You're going to see me here, but I get to actually interact with you guys in the comments below. So it's going to be a total game changer, if you will. So you guys are going to find me down there. So you guys let me know where you guys are crafting from. How's the weather? How was Christmas? So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so just like we did last Monday, I want to do a giveaway, but once again, it's kind of hard to do those in between. So actually today, we're going to switch it up. So I am going to attempt to try to give away 3 giveaways. All right, so we're going to try to do this live, so y'all bear with us. So at some point I'll stop, so it may take me a second longer to get going. But what we'll do is, instead of me telling you guys, so once again, have your visual, I wanted to do ears, have your visual eyes on, because instead of hearing me say it, you're going to see it come across the screen. So whenever we do announce the winners, you guys are going to see your name across the screen, and all you're simply going to do is reach out to mel@designbundles.net and let them know that you are the lucky winner of whatever prize it is. But you'll see that pop up. You can screenshot it on all of the things. So let's go ahead and announce our very first hashtag. So for the very first one, all you have to do is use hashtag sublimation in the comments below for a chance to win $15 store credit. So if you guys want a chance to win that $15 store credit, which you guys can use anywhere, you guys can use it towards this bundle, which would mean the bundle would be $4. I'll show y'all the bundle in a minute. Or you guys can use it to purchase anything on the marketplace on Design Bundles. So definitely make sure you guys use that hashtag sublimation in the comments below, and we'll draw a lucky winner here in just a bit. All right, so let me go ahead and pull open my screen here. So today we are working with the Crafter's Favorite Sublimation Bundle. So this is going to be perfect if you guys got a sublimation for Christmas, or you guys just recently got one, or who knows, maybe you're a pro. You're going to absolutely love this bundle. And I hope today you're going to learn some tips and tricks, even if you are a pro, or maybe you're just going to have fun hanging out with us. So like I said, I am in the comments down below today. So make sure you guys say hello to me down there and give me some love. I want to see those hearts today. All right, so here we go. The Crafter's Favorite Sublimation Bundle. This guy is cram-packed full of goodies. It is over $263 in value for $19. As usual, our bundles are time sensitive, so they will run out of time. You're going to see that you actually have a few extra days here, and that's not right. The ones that you see on your screen is the correct amount of days, because I am pre-recording ahead of time, like I said. So make sure you guys definitely snag this, because they're going to go back to full price. You can still purchase them after the fact individually, but they're going to be full price. $19, you can't beat it. Let me show you guys what's included. We've got past Christmas. We're going into Valentine's. We're going to move right along. So you've got several different Valentine projects in here, which I'm super excited about. These would be cute on pillows, t-shirts, all of the things. We've got several different sublimation Tumbler tutorials. We actually did this one the other day on glitter, and it was gorgeous. I really wish I'd have brought that in. I really should have showed you guys that live today, but we did a tutorial, so definitely make sure you guys check that out. Dawn's got it linked below if you guys already didn't catch it. This marble one is gorgeous too. I could see that one on a solid white tumbler, or even the glitter as well. It would just look phenomenal either way. I love, love, love it. Very modern, very sleek. And once again, as I usually say, is add a personalization of a name. So whenever you go to design that in Canva, you're just simply going to add a name on there. and you're going to be good to go. It's going to sublimate at the exact same time. There is a super cute Valentine's Day alphabet. This would be perfect to do a monogram. Say, for example, a sweatshirt and have AR or MR or whatever you've got going on. So mine would be CT, or even just a big letter. I even think this is super cute to do for, say, for example, that I'm from Arkansas, to do AR for my state. I love the color combo, but you could spell out and do whatever you would like. You could put this on all sorts of fun stuff. All right, more tumblers. We even have one in here to personalize, so you guys can do some photos and prop those in there, and that would be super, super gorgeous. If you guys have the Gold Plus membership, make sure you guys definitely check out Designscape, because using something like that is actually perfect for that, because it's going to snap into place. So definitely make sure you check that out if you guys are a Gold Plus member. We actually did coasters with this one as well. We've used these in the past, and we've done waffle tea towels. We have sublimated the glasses, the beer glasses. We've done those, but I did coasters the other day, and it was so, so cool. And like I said, the list goes on. You guys can see all these, lots of Valentine's projects, but even not just Valentine's, there's all sorts of fun stuff. Now, the ones that I get super excited about are these ones right here. We did a sweatshirt with this one as well. Those are gorgeous, and they're super trendy right now. And like I said, everybody's been doing all the different holidays. So cute to throw on a sweatshirt, t-shirt, you name it. We're going to be using this one today. I really love this. And we're actually going to be using, I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow. It's so cute. But the other one I loved out of here too was, I'm outdoorsies. I like to drink on patios. That's totally me. I'm outdoorsies, but I'm not really outdoorsies. I'm expensive all of the time. Stop asking. Oh, I can't read the last page, but I'll show you guys here in a bit. Procrastinating. These are so cute in itself. Totally, totally worth it. We're going to be using this Highland cow today, because I'm going to show you guys how to use a mock-up. Like I said, this is another one of those cute coffee cups. Oh, so, so cute. You guys let me know in the comments below if you guys have already snagged this bundle, or if you plan on snagging this bundle, if it's on your wish list. These unicorns right here are gorgeous. And I've actually looked at this bundle so many times and have not even noticed this. But these unicorns are so cute. That would be so adorable to throw on a t-shirt for a kiddo, or maybe even create coasters with this for the kids with their initials. All sorts of fun things. So, so cute. We got some breast cancer awareness stuff. These roses are really, really gorgeous too, that you would make for the car coasters. We're going to be using this mock-up today. This is actually the bleach. So this is not the t-shirts. This is going to be the bleach mock-up. So I'm going to show you guys how to mock up a bleach t-shirt, so you don't actually have to make the bleach t-shirt until you have an order. And then there's tons more. I really do love these as well. These are very modern, very sleek and elegant for coffee mugs, t-shirts, whatever. But I would love to throw these on a coffee mug. And I almost did that here today. Even these ones right here, just super, super cute, very retro. And then we've got some earrings down there. But as you can see, this bundle is super duper loaded with lots of goodies. So make sure you guys definitely snag it before it's gone. Like I said, especially if you guys got some sublimation stuff for Christmas and you guys are wanting to start to play with that, this is a great investment to get started with those PNG files. So let's go ahead and drop that for just a second, and let's get ready to do a giveaway. All right, so I'm trying to give Agata time to do our little getaway sign. She's going to do whatever she can today to make this possible. So she's going to go ahead and scoot me over, and she's going to prop up a screen here so that way we can go ahead and get ready to draw. So we're going to go ahead and hit that draw button. And depending on whether I'm ahead or behind Agata, that's going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and hit that draw button here. And so good luck to everybody. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sure we've either have a winner or we're about to have a winner. I actually really love this, that it's a mystery to me. I'm going to find out in the comments below, and I'm going to be congratulating you down there. So congratulations to the lucky winner. You can read your name right here across the screen. And like I said, just reach out to mail@designbundles.net. Let them know that you are the lucky winner of the $15 store credit. Let's go ahead and do another giveaway. Are you guys ready for another giveaway? All right, so for this one, there is an emoji on your phone that is a printer, right? Sublimation, drop those printers in the comments here. And if you can't find that printer, show me a smiley face. it is a good day. We're having fun here. We're sublimating. It's always a good day when we're sublimating because I love it so much. Drop those printers, drop those smiley faces down below, and we're going to get ready to announce our next giveaway. All right. So we just give away $15 store credit. So now for our second one, I'm kind of letting some of those roll in here for just a second. And while we do that in the background, I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to Canva just so I'll be ready to go. And actually, before I switch this to Canva, I'm fixing to show you guys one more special treat in case you guys don't even know about this area on design bundles. All right, so I think you guys have gave us the love. You guys have showed us the printers and the smileys. So for the next one, we are going to do hashtag t-shirt. So use hashtag t-shirt for a chance to win this entire bundle that I have showed you today. So hashtag t-shirt is going to give you a chance to win this entire Crafters Sublimation bundle. So that's all you got to do. Hashtag t-shirts in the comment. Hashtag t-shirt, not t-shirts. I just almost messed y'all up. Hashtag t-shirt in the comments below for a chance to win that entire bundle. All right, moving right along. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here again. Now today for me, since I'm recording this, it's just easier to keep me over here in the corner. So that's what I'm going to do for y'all today. Again, it's definitely way more pro than me of switching here. So you guys give it a huge heart for her. Give her some love because she runs these things like a champ. She's so good. All right. So what I wanted to show you guys is, did you know that we have free resources? So I wanted to mention this today in case you guys are new to sublimating or crafting or whatever. You guys got a Cricut for Christmas. You got a sublimation printer, whether it was an Epson that you converted or whatever. All right. We have a free section. So if you're just getting in and you want to build your, start playing around with stuff before you start purchasing a bunch of stuff, we actually have free resources as well. So I'm actually going to do a combo today. So I'm going to show you guys purchasing that Crafter Sublimation and using it with our mockups that we have in the free resources. Boom, I can't even speak today. Game changer. It's probably because I'm still before Christmas and y'all are after Christmas. I can't even speak. It's going to be a game changer because combining your free resources with a big bundle like that, now you have a big bundle. All right. That's what's like a combo. So coming over here to design bundles, when you first get to the front of design bundles, you're going to see your screen, and depending on what current bundles, you're going to see those, and then obviously start to get into the marketplace. This is so cute, off topic. So when you come to the front of design bundles, you're going to notice this free designs right here. So all you have to do is hover over it, and then you're going to be able to narrow it down, free SVG, sublimation, and all that. Now you could just click on it and that would take you just straight there. But if you really just want to narrow it to sublimation, you can do so. Now for me, I'm showing you guys mockups today. So in the search bar, I'm going to go ahead. You could definitely scroll. There is pages upon pages upon pages in here, guys. So definitely make sure y'all check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and type in mockup and hit enter. And it's going to show me all of the free mockups that we currently have. So I'm hoping, since I'm pre-recording this, these mockups are still here for you guys. If not, check it out. I'm sure there's others in here. So there's mockups for tumblers. There's mockups. Look at this, baby onesies, the earrings, all sorts of fun stuff. And if you're new to mockups and you're like, what the heck is a mockup? You're going to love it if you're going to be selling sublimation, right? So the two I'm showing you today, and we have them linked below. Dawn can drop those in the comments. I'm going to show you this one right here, this t-shirt. And to download these guys, it is so easy. You don't even have to take them to your cart. All you're going to do is hit download, confirm. I own it now. It's on my computer. So that's it. It is so easy. I know, right? It's so easy. The next one here I'm going to show you guys is this Gildan sweatshirt because I'm making one today. So I want to show you guys how to make a mock-up using the free resources and your design that you're going to get out of your bundle to combine those together to create a super cute mock-up so you can sell this item without making it. And then you're going to make it once your sales come in. So we're going to be using this one right here. Like I said, both of those are linked below if they're still available in the free section. If not, we'll update it with whatever's there. All right, so that's our free resources. Definitely make sure you guys check those out as well. So let's go ahead and mosey on over to Canva. I'm going to go ahead and work in Canva here really quickly. And then as soon as we're done here, when we go to print, I'll draw our second winner. And so y'all just make sure you're using that hashtag t-shirt down below. All right. Now, if you've never heard of a mock-up and you're like, what the heck is a mock-up? Like I said, I'm going to show you how to use it. Or if you have one, you already know how to use a mockup, maybe you're going to learn something new today. All right, so when you first go to Canva, it's completely free. Highly recommend just use a free version unless you're wanting some of those perks. You do you. But for me, completely free works for me. So you're going to bring in your canvas, whatever size you want to. If I needed to resize this, say for example, I am creating these to go on Instagram or something, I can choose Instagram post, so that way I know specifically how big I need this to be. Now I'm going to do mine 8.5 by 11 just so I can stay within, so I can print here in minutes. So what we're going to do, let's start off with a bleach t-shirt. All right. So we're going to use this free one here. You notice that it's long. I'm going to actually do it like a tall one. So what I actually do is I'm going to grab these little bars here. I'm going to stretch this guy up until I get that bar that tells me to stop. I'm going to stretch it down once again until I get the bar that tells me to stop. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my sides. And then once I do this, if I wanted to move it around and maybe pull more of the top, I could do that too. So I'm completely happy. Let's put this guy back. All right. There we have it. Looks good enough to me. Here's our mock-up. This is what is called a mock-up. So a mock-up is basically where somebody has flat laid. They've already designed it out for us. They've paired it with some pants and shoes maybe or whatever. But this is called the mock-up, all right? Now, if you were going to be doing a bleach t-shirt, you don't want to just throw your design on here like this because we need to show the bleach splatters. You don't need to go bleach a t-shirt and fully make one just to show a bleach t-shirt. We have what's called bleach mock-ups. So these bleach prints, there is in this bundle, there's so many. There's circles, there's all sorts of different shapes. So this bundle includes so many. So depending on how the style, maybe you like to do almost like a brush stroke. This one has a little bit of splatters. Obviously, when you make your t-shirts bleaches, everyone comes out different. But basically, if this is around about your shape, then you're going to choose this one. So then you're going to get it on your t-shirt. You want to make these nice and big so that way people can visually see what you got going on. So don't worry about being too particular and being like, I think it's going to be, get it on there where it's going to look good. All right. We're going to come down a couple fingers just so it kind of looks legit. And now, then we're going to bring in our design. So we've got that later on top. Here goes our design. You're going to bring in your next file. So just whatever design that you're using on that t-shirt, I've brought this in. And so I'm going to go ahead and size this guy out now. And I'm going to get that on there where I want it. And then the thing is too, say for example, this shirt's just a little bit crooked. I'm going to want to go down here to this rotate tool and rotate it a little bit. So that way, when you visually look at this with your eye, it looks correct. Now, if you look at this and you did not know that I mocked this up, it looks really, really good. So for example, I've had people say, well, I noticed that so-and-so, she listed t-shirts and she's made hers so much nicer than she made mine. Well, she used a mock-up. That's exactly what it is. So always make sure that your product and is going to look like your mock-up. So when you make your t-shirt, it should look just like this, and it will, as long as you're using those products or whatever. So for example, this would be a t-shirt like the Gildan soft style, for example. The t-shirt would be bleached out and then I would be sublimating, or I'd be sublimating and then bleaching out, whichever way that you do your process. So this is going to match that. And also say, for example, I want to say there's transparency. So say, for example, this is going to go on like a 50-50. I could actually make that a little bit more transparent. So right here, so make sure you have it selected. Come up here to this transparency tool, and you can actually bring that down a little bit. So that way you don't have it super duper vibrant and it looks logistic. I don't even think that goes legit. And I brought that transparency down just a smidge that I know it will whenever I put that on a 50-50. And now that looks perfect. So keep that one in mind. So hopefully that was a little tip for you today as well. And then now you're ready to go. You're simply going to hit share. You're going to download this to your computer and take it to wherever, whether it's your website, you're going to list it on social media or whatever. So once again, depending on how you want that landscape, do your canvas like that, right? Perfect. Also, a little tip for me is create yourself a little logo. We've got lots of different I would say programs, but we have lots of different designs to create your own logo if you don't have one. So when you purchase those from us, they will actually bring you to Canva. Some of them will, and you would actually design a logo using something that's already kind of created out for you. And so what I would actually do is I would put that logo right down here at the bottom, and then I would take that transparency tool and make it a little bit transparent so nobody can steal my design. Some people actually put it on top of their design and really make it transparent. So using that same transparent tool, and that way nobody's going to take your design. So highly recommend that you guys make your mock-ups. Don't ever try to attempt. It's going to look way more gorgeous and put together on your website or social media using a mock-up than trying to do it yourself. Now, a lot of times, if you have somebody that can model the t-shirts, definitely do that as well. But check out our mock-ups. They're just so good. So that was a free mock-up along with some pieces out of the bundle. These two were out of the bundle. Now let's go ahead and mock up our sweatshirt that we're making today, just so we're going to make it. So I want to show you how we're going to create the mock-up to sell. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add a page. Now we're going to bring in our next free mock-up. This is the Gildan sweatshirt. So you can see, like, this was actually a Bella canvas, but if you actually search our site, you'll find them for Gildan. So you can get the exact t-shirt in the exact color that you need for the products that you actually have. So we're going to go ahead and continue to scroll. We're going to do the same thing we did before. So I'm going to go ahead and get these here. Once again, if I wanted to, I could maneuver this around to be exactly where I want it to be. So if I wanted to actually shift this over, I could definitely do that as well, but we're going to roll with it. All right, so here is my mock-up. Now the design that I'm using is this one right here. This is the one I was telling you, so cute. And we're actually going to be going through the full process on this one. So we're going to go ahead and size this down. But when you're creating a mock-up, keep your design where it'll look real still, but keep it nice and big. So whenever people are looking at it visually on the website, they're not trying to look at something like this. Okay. They don't, you want to make it look as real as possible. So I'm going to bring this out a little bit more. And you notice how she's kind of a little bit crooked. She's kind of propped a little bit. I'm actually going to go ahead and tilt that a little bit. So that way it actually goes right along with it. And so that actually looks really good to me. So I'm making sure our neckline, I don't want to be down here. So that's another thing you want to pay attention to when you're doing mock-ups. You don't be too far down here and you don't want to be up here. So pretend you are actually making this t-shirt. I've made it that little bit of cricket that I needed, and it looks pretty real to me. So if I had this on my website, you would think that somebody had actually modeled this for me, and they did not. So you're going to save money, you're going to save time, you're going to save material, all of those things. So I highly recommend that you guys check out using mockups. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to print. So I actually use mockups too for these designs. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and bring this in here. I'm going to rotate it exactly to the 90 degrees. And then I am going to stretch it out as big as I can. So that way I can get this as big as possible to go on my sweatshirt. So I'm going to go ahead and get it a little bit more. So something about like that looks pretty good to me. All right. And I'm just going to make sure it's nice and even. So you can see those bars there. Is it hash bars? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know about those lines there. The crossbars, I think it's crossbars. That'll help you really line that up into your sheet. So now what I'm going to do is I have all of these here together while I'm working, but when I go to hit share, I go to hit download, I'm just going to choose page 3. So that way, that's the one I'm going to print. I'm going to hit done, and we're going to hit download. So I'm going to go ahead and bring us back up here. You guys won't be able to see me printing this here because I'm not showing my desktop, but I'm going to go ahead and get ready to print this guy. So like I said, we're fixing to, let me send it to the printer. We're going to get ready for that next giveaway. So make sure you guys use that hashtag t-shirt for a chance to win that entire bundle. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and drop this down, and I'm going to print this guy out. All right, so I'm going to go to my downloads. Pretty sure that is what I need. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this over. Now, you guys let me know in the comments below. Do you guys own a Sawgrass or do you guys own an Epson? And how long have you guys been sublimating? Are you new? Did you get one for Christmas? Like I said, let me know all of that information because I should be down there in the chat and I would love to know more about that as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show, you guys can't see once again. I'm going to go ahead and show that I am printing this on I'm going to print this on polyester. So I'm going to go ahead and hit print. I'm sending it to the printer now. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready for our next giveaway. All right, so like I said, I'm trying to give Agata enough time to get her graphics going on here because I want to keep it as real as possible. All right, so that should be going to the printer there. So let's go ahead and get ready to hit that draw button. So let's hit draw. Now, once again, this is for the entire bundle that I'm showing today. So dun, 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 good luck to everybody. Dun, 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 dun. We either have drawn a winner or not. I'm going to go ahead and say we have by now. Congratulations to you. Like I said, you're going to visually see that across, and we're going to be shouting that down in the comments below as well. So congratulations. All you simply have to do is reach out to mel@designbundles.net and let them know that you are the lucky winner of this crafting bundle, and they'll add it to your account as soon as possible. Here we go. Congratulations. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and print this out. In the meantime, while we're getting this guy prepped up and getting everything ready, let's do another giveaway. Now, for this giveaway, everybody have their listening ears on. Make sure you guys stay all the way to the end. So even though I'm going to say bye for now, see you guys later, Agata will go ahead and draw that very final winner after I say goodbye. She's going to pop up in that screen and draw. And so you're going to once again see that visually. So make sure you're watching the screen, and then you guys can reach out to mel@designbundles.net. So for the very last one, we're going to go ahead and give away 3 months of our Gold Plus membership. So we're going to go ahead and do that again because you guys have been so supportive and hanging out with us. So we want to start your year off. We're fixing to go into 2023. We want to start your year off crafting with some deals. So with that Gold Plus membership, you guys are going to get 15% off of all of your purchases, including the dollar deal, which means you will get your purchases. I think it's 85 cents. I talk about this one all of the time. That pays for itself. All of the designs you buy on Marketplace, as well as our bundles, you're going to get 15% off of those. Your entire purchases, everything on designbundles.net, you're going to get 15% off. So it's just absolutely amazing. You're going to have access to our program Designscape. So it's awesome over there. You can definitely design your own stuff and edit, especially even like PNGs or SVGs. PNGs in particular, I can go in and I can actually change some colors and manipulate to create an SVG. So it's totally worth it. And so many, many more perks on top of the 50 free plus credits. With the 50 free plus credits, y'all, you wouldn't even believe it. Our plus membership is killing it. If you guys are a plus member, you guys let us know what you guys love and let us know if you're loving it, because the designs our plus members, our plus crew, our plus designers, if you will, are just killing it. I love our marketplace too, but for our membership, those are like 50 free designs every single month. It pays for itself. I love, 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 love it. So I know that I've kind of went on there, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew what you guys are going to be winning. And did I give you a hashtag? I'm going to give you a hashtag. I hope I didn't, because I'm going to give you a whole other one. So what we're going to do is use hashtag gold in the comments below for a chance to win that Gold Plus membership. So hashtag gold. And like I said, stay all the way to the end, because Agata's going to announce that after I say goodbye. Okay. So we're using our design. We've printed it out, and being able to do it this way, I'll drop you guys down. We were able to print that nice and big. So if you guys are new to sublimation, this SG 500 is going to get you a long way from making t-shirts, coffee mugs. Ignore me. Coffee mugs. I thought I was talking about Cricut Press for a second. I'm all over the place. It's going to coffee mugs, tumblers. I mean, all sorts of different things. You name it, you're going to be able to make with it. All right. Hopefully you guys, I've got a car passing by at the same time. I feel like it happens every time I pre-record. And so it's just the deal. All right. So I'm using those Gildan. I'm using the Gildan sweatshirts, but I think it's called like heavyweight. Hold on one second. Let me double check. Yes, heavy blend. So these are 50/50, and I think they run around $6 to $7. It's like $6.50, $6.80, something around there. So $6 to $7, and depending. So for example, I like to buy mine on Clothing Shop Online. So all one word, clothing-shop-online.com. I believe we've got it linked in the description. That's where I've been purchasing for years. We have no affiliate with them. I love them, and they always usually have like 10% off on top of it. And I think the more you buy, the more discount you get too. So you can't beat it. These are perfect to tell you, just to add a little bit more, to add dye to. I love to get the white ones because you guys can dye these, and I love using like the RIT dye. And so you could actually put that in a mister bottle to get like some mist look. You could do like a tie-dye look. We've actually done a video doing that method here on the channel. So definitely make sure you check that out. So you could definitely just put this in a squeeze bottle. I get the condiment bottles from like Walmart, Dollar Tree, and you can use those as well. But this stuff goes such a long way. And I really love right now, like the neutral tone. So, but you could definitely do this in a pink. or a red. You can change these. You can make these your own. You can dye them. So I love getting the white because you can definitely change the color of these and make them your very own. All right, so let's go ahead and mosey on. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping this guy up here. So I'm going to go move that out of our way. And I'm actually going to drop you guys down below. So for this, I'm using my bigger Cricut Easy Press since I'm using a pretty big design. So it's the 10 by 12. I have it at 385 for 45 seconds, but you could definitely, obviously, my bigger heat press, I get questions all the time. It is the Stahls A2Z. I know it looks a little washed out, but once we bring in our design, it'll look so much better. So you guys just bear with me for a minute while we start to work on this. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. We're going to pre-press as we normally would to pull out any sort of moisture. So just give it just a second. So pre-pressing. And then we are going to go ahead and lint roll. So make sure you guys are using that hashtag gold down below for a chance to win that Gold Plus membership. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and use that lint roller to remove any sort of lint. And then we are going to go ahead. I like to fold my design in half since I've centered it right there inside of Canva. I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half so I know my placement. Here's my neck tag. We're going to come down around 3 to 4 fingers or so. I'm thinking something like that to make sure I have it nice and centered. Looks great. We're going to add our couple pieces of tape. Once again, once I add that color, it won't look so washed out. I don't know why. I feel like what I need to do for 2023 is I need to cover my tabletop with white, honestly. I need to do something a little different. All right, so we're going on top here, 385 for 40 seconds. The reason why I like to do that is with the cotton blend, you can scorch your cottons. So I do highly recommend 385 for 45 seconds. You could possibly do even 385 all the way to 60 seconds. So whenever it comes, if you're new to sublimation, to the 50-50, I still think you guys get quite a bit of a vibrant color. You can test it out for yourself. When you wash it, honestly, you're not losing hardly anything out of it. Yes, it's not going to be that super bright, bold, vibrant color you could get if you had it on 100% polyester, but the color is still honestly good. So once again, love, love, love using the 50-50. So for the t-shirts, I use that soft style t-shirts in Heather. And you're going to be able to bleach those. You could use the lighter colors as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove that. I'm going to drop you guys down below, and we are going to get ready to pill. How cool is that? It is gorgeous. I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow. That is literally my life. So you guys let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about this? I think it is so cool with the blue, which looks very tattered and kind of torn up. And what do you call it? Like vintage and rustic, if you will. And then you have the really pretty pattern in here, which once I bring it up here, you guys are going to see it a little bit better. So you guys should be able to see these colors a whole lot better this way. I'll bring it up here so you guys can see. So hopefully you guys can see where the blue is kind of tattered, almost kind of like a screen print vibe. And then the inside of that has that pattern. It is just so, so cute. So on this one, this would be so cute to bring in like some pink splatters, or the blues or the yellows or something like that would be adorable. Even maybe bringing in like this blue jean color. So if you were to tie-dye this whole thing, it's almost like a stone method, the way that we did the video before. I really wish I had that sweatshirt here. But anyways, doing that with that blue would be so, so pretty as well. So I really, really hope you guys have enjoyed this one. And I hope you guys have learned some tips today along the way. I know that we all start out somewhere, because even me, I thought that everybody was doing their very own, like the way they flat laid the t-shirts and stuff. I thought people did that. I didn't realize there was a thing called mock-up. Once I discovered mock-up, I never went back. So like I said, for somebody that may be starting out a business, that's something that you need to know, because you would be wasting materials. You don't need to buy all of that stuff. So don't make it until you actually sell it. Now, obviously you want to do some trials and make sure you have your sublimation game down, right? Practice makes perfect. When we all start working, making t-shirts, whether it was a Cricut or sublimation, we all have our design on the stomach. Everybody raise your hand. I still do it today sometimes. You just don't realize that it's the end, that it's just further down. But I really, really love that. I'm going to drop it one more time just to show you guys one more time, because it is way too stinking cute. Oh, I love, love, love it. And like I said, I'm rooting my own self, Dawn. I'm rooting my own self on down there in the comments. I really, really love it. I just think it came out adorable. So, like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and tell you guys bye. But Agetta is going to pop open that giveaway screen. She's going to draw, and then you'll see your name come up if you're the lucky winner. And all you're going to do is reach out, and they'll add that to your account, and then you'll have access to that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you guys have learned something new. Hope you guys had an amazing holiday. And so let's go ahead and start getting ready for Valentine's. And I'm curious if, which I will have been in the comments, so I'll know if anybody noticed the snowman was gone. So I took the snowman down. Our pillow is back. There's no Christmas decor behind us unless I missed something. The studio is back to normal. So I'm kind of sad our snowman friend is gone. I really wish we could kind of figure out something to do different, but I don't know. I love our setup. You guys let me know. Do you love our setup or should we change something for 2023? So I hope you guys have an amazing 2023 as well. I'm trying to think about what day. I think I'm going to be back after the new year. Either way, I bet you guys are ready for the So I'm going to go and wrap it up. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.